Alright guys, this is actually going to be a game that myself, Agent Smashing, played versus Dein Gesicht or whatever. I'm sure I just murdered the German there. But we've got myself, Agent Smashing, down in the lower bottom left, and my esteemed opponent, Dein Gesicht, in the upper right. This was a match that Ben and I just decided to play after I did my rounds with Filmy Cox because he had been watching and he was excited about playing some StarCraft, and so was I. So anyways, I'm gonna mainly focus on Ben's playing this game because I feel like I could probably give Ben some tips that he could use, even though I don't really play Terran. I've seen a lot of people play as Terran on Day 9 videos. And because nobody likes talking about how awesome they are the whole time. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm horrible. I am a horrible player. Okay. So anyways, we got Ben going with probably what's going to be a 13 racks. Ben likes to do M&M, Marine Marauder. Actually, typically, I more often see him do 2 racks and with 2 reactors on each racks, and he'll just go straight up Marine. Turn this down. That might be nice. Apparently I found something funny in the game. So he's just blocked in my probe here. I stole his gas because I know he likes to do Marine Marauder. Stealing gas is kind of something that everybody hates me for, but I do it because I've actually seen several professional players talk about if you can steal the gas, it's worth the 75 times 2 minerals to do it, because you gain vision on your opponent so you know what he's doing, and it slows down his economy. It slows down his gas production, which is any advantage you can give yourself in the game, you want to do. I'm going a 2-gate. I want to actually see if he's even scouted me. He knows I've got 1 gate, but he doesn't really know anything, because you know the opponent is going to do this. You know the opponent is going to build a gateway. You know he's going to build a pylon. So really, Ben scouted too early. As for the probe counts, let's just take a look at that. Ben is beating me on probe count, so his economy is going to be a tiny bit better than mine. I'm surprised he hasn't done an orbital command yet, but he is doing his standard M&M build as I exit. He just took down the assimilator. He shouldn't have had 3 SCVs chilling on it. He should have taken those off to do mining. That's going to give them a lot more. You're going to get a lot more usefulness out of actually using them to do what they're meant to do.
SCV ready.
Just compare him to me really fast. We're pretty much on the same level because he's got the protection of these supply depots here, whereas I have to break through those as a Brotos, and that's not going to happen at this point in the game. Ben's money is a little bit too high at this point, and he should stop putting his supply depots at the front of his ramp, because I'm going to be able to snipe those from the ramp. He needs to be putting them over here so he can watch for drops, which I never do, but you know. And he needs to be putting them in places that gives him more vision than he currently has. It doesn't matter if it's this early in the game, you're going to need it later. These aren't serving any purpose right now. His Marines, he should be taking a Zelnaga tower. He should be constantly trying to take one of these. Now, I'm not doing it either, so I'm not saying I'm any better here. I'm just saying he needs to be moving out with his Marines, trying to get vision, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing, because as of right now, he knows exactly jack shit about what I'm doing. He's just now getting the other assimilator. Could have done that a assimilator out. Now it's good that you only attacked the assimilator with 2 Marines, because then I can't get a handle on how many Marines you had. I don't know what I'll be facing because you only attacked it with 2, so that's good. You don't want to build these turrets until this gets taken down, because you don't want me to know that they're back there. I think you're going to avoid that, but I've got a feeling that's not because you planned it. I think that's just because that's how it's turned out. Don't build anything around your opponents, what are essentially spies chilling in your base, because then they know more. Again, I just want to stress, this is horrible. Don't do it. Orbital command's good. You like to scan. I would caution you not to abuse scan. I think you're going to find the Terrans a lot stronger if you use their orbital command to make mules. You're doing better on your money than I am. I'm floating hard. Well, now you're floating pretty hard too. But you're moving out. You're going to try some aggression, which is good. The force here, let's see what we've got. 8 Marines. This is a pretty even match, especially if you micro. You're just now expanding. Now this was horrible timing on your part. See what you did right here is you expanded. You had no idea that you had no idea what I had. You knew that I was 3-gating, so you know that's a build, that's an aggressive build. You know I probably am not expanding. If you would have scouted, you would know if I expanded, because finding out if I expanded is just as simple as walking an SCV down there. So this is the critical mistake you made in the game, is you expanded without knowing what I was doing. If you would have looked, you would have seen, oh, hey, he's got a really aggressive build, he hasn't expanded, he's obviously gonna do some early pushing right around the 7-minute mark. Day 9 always says 7 minutes, start looking for your opponent if he hasn't attacked you yet. That's normally when the first push comes. Even if they've expanded, some aggression will normally come at that point. So this is a one-sided battle. You should have run away as soon as you saw these units. You should have taken off. You should have canceled this command center. Like, you should be canceling it right now. You want those minerals. I mean, it's GG at this point. It's too little, too late. Basically, what you wanted to do is you just wanted to focus a lot more on your army. M&M is good versus Protoss. I've lost to it several times, especially with Stim Pack. You could have easily beaten this if you had a comparable army. As far as your macro goes, you were actually doing way better than me on your economy. So you had me beaten economy-wise. You just didn't utilize it properly. So those are just some tips for you, Ben. As far as me, I was floating minerals really bad that whole game. I don't feel that I scouted you as much as I should have. You definitely didn't scout me as much as you should have. And it was just another, I mean, it wasn't a rush, but it was just another highly aggressive build by me. And like Patrick said in the cast with Filmy Cox in my game, the easiest thing to do is defend, and Terran excel at it. So if you knew what was coming, you could have easily held this off with more Marines and Marauders, and not expanding when you did. You probably want to attack when you, expand when you attack. And then we're just having fun at the end of this. So that was round 1 of me versus Ben. It wasn't part of the league match, it was just for fun. Oh yeah, Brodos being sexy.